There's a totally new way of thinking about something, a new perspective. There's a suspension of something. You're like suspending old beliefs or suspending old beliefs. In the future, we have the Four of Wands. Ooh, is this a celebration? I feel like you're happy about this. Like you're like, woof. Well, that's done. You know, like I dodged that bullet, like I averted that disaster. It might have been something that was causing you some anxiety. Four of Wands in the future. Celebrating, concretizing something. It's often seen as taking something to the next level and then celebrating that, ritualizing that. Hey Cancer, welcome to your general tarot reading for February 2021. How are you? I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for joining me. My name is Amanda. I'm at Lunasync Tarot. If this is your first time around, thank you for stopping by. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. I so appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in, liking the videos, supporting the channel, leaving a comment below. I love hearing from you and how this reading resonates. So consider leaving a comment. Love connecting with you. If you're looking for a personal reading, if you'd like to dive a little bit deeper into the energies around you at this time, I left a link below in the description box. So let's see. I've been shuffling your cards off camera. I'm going to give it one last shuffle and then we'll sync up. We're going to look at your heart, your mind, your body, your past, your present, and future. We'll pull a card of guidance toward the end, so stay tuned for that. Okay. Cancer, what is up for you in February? In the position of your heart, ooh, you have the Tower reversed. I feel like you dodged a bullet. In the position of your mind, what you think about it all is the High Priestess. Hey. Tapping into your intuition, like really listening to your higher mind, listening to your intuition in order to, I mean, this is where your mind is at. So like you're sunk deep into like the watery, intuitive realm. Might have listened to your intuition in order to dodge this bullet. In the position of your body, another major arcana. Wow. Hanged One. New perspective. Totally new perspective informing this whole reading. This is in the position of your foundation and in the position of your body. Suspension, like suspending your beliefs in order to gain a new perspective. There's something about this Tower moment in the reverse, in the position of your heart and also in the position of your present moment, that has put you in a totally new position to think about something differently. In the position of the past, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. This could have been a false start to something. It was a new beginning, but not quite. And it's preceding this dodging a bullet energy. A new passionate creative endeavor that didn't quite get off the ground. It could have been a love interest. It could have been a career, an entrepreneurial endeavor, initiative. Something didn't quite get off the ground here. It's like you dodged a bullet. You really tapped into your, like, I don't know, inner wisdom in order to, like, avert this thing, avert this disaster. And there's a totally new way of thinking about something, a new perspective. There's a suspension of something. You're like suspending old beliefs or suspending old beliefs. In the future, we have the Four of Wands. Ooh, is this a celebration? I feel like you're happy about this. Like you're like, woof. Well, that's done. You know, like I dodged that bullet, like I averted that disaster. It might have been something that was causing you some anxiety. Four of Wands in the future. Celebrating, concretizing something. It's often seen as taking something to the next level and then celebrating that, ritualizing that. If you can imagine like a marriage or a commitment of some sort. So if you take Say you are partnered up with somebody, you decide to move in together. The ritual around that would be the act of moving in, you know, and like settling your lives with one another, integrating your lives with one another in that very practical way. It could be a marriage, taking the relationship to the next level in terms of a marriage, and then the ritual is the wedding. So there's some sort of ritual activity that is in celebration to some elevation. Okay. All right. Well, let's pull some more cards and see what's going on for you, Cancer. Let's work with the Gilded Tarot. What was this thing that was averted? This false start and a disaster averted. Oh, God. Wow. Toxic, addictive. You loosened a tie to an oppressive feeling, to an oppressive state, to an oppressive system. Whatever was coming in here in the past, whatever was a false start, something that did not get off the ground, it wasn't for the best of you. It wasn't in your best. The devil is all kinds of addictive ties to substances. It could just be like, you know, like distorted energy. Somebody coming in with a lot of baggage, a lot of ties, but you loosened it. You averted something. Look at this. Look at this energy. The devil is clarifying the Tower in reverse. So we have this in the past. We have this in the present. These two in the present. Interesting. Okay. Let's pull some more cards to clarify what this devil energy is about. What was this thing? What was this energy, Cancer, that you averted here? What were the qualities of this thing? You're celebrating now. In the future, there is a celebration. Like, I don't know if you're going to actually have a party to celebrate the end of this thing. It makes me think of when people get divorced, they have those divorce parties. I think those are pretty funny. Yeah, there's something that you escaped. You saw through it, that's for sure. With the High Priestess in your mind, your third eye position. Sacrifice. Ooh. These are the cards that are coming out to clarify the devil in the Tower in reverse. We have sacrifice. Wow. And we have peaceful among thorns. Huh. This is an energy of hiding quite a lot, acting as if. So this person, peaceful among thorns, is may have been hiding their addictive tendencies, their actual addictions, might have been hiding the negative aspects of themselves, or the situation could have had a lot of hidden realities to it. It looked one way. It looked peaceful, but it was, when you looked a little bit closer, you could see the thorns. You could see the dark. Sacrifice. It would have been a sacrifice for you for sure. If you continued down this route, it could have been that it was a sacrifice for you. But there was a decision here, Cancer, not to sacrifice in the future. To sacrifice no more. Sometimes you just come to a point where you refuse. I'm not going to make that sacrifice. That is, you can identify. That would be a huge sacrifice. You can identify the sacrifices and you choose a different route for yourself. That's the feeling I'm getting here with the Tower in reverse. Devil energy. Okay, that's really interesting. Well, what was this thing, Ace of Wands in reverse. Let's clarify this. This thing that didn't quite get off the ground. Wait, hold on. Some cards were facing up. Oh, here we go. 7 of Cups. Somebody had a lot of options available to them. A lot of confusion, lack of clarity. Kind of refusing to make a choice, refusing to choose one, wanting to entertain all of the options, refusing to choose the one cup of love. So that was that's the quality around that Ace of Wands in reverse energy. What did you see? What did you see, Cancer? What did you see? What tipped you off to this? Or what was the final realization? Oh, I just saw the 3 of Swords. It's betrayal, deception, third party. Standing your ground very competently and confidently, standing up for what you believe in, standing up for your truth, defending yourself. So there could have been some sort of betrayal. I say that because the 3 of Swords flipped up there for me to see in the shuffle. That you saw very clearly. It could have been like a final betrayal. Like it was pretty obvious to you. And like you couldn't deny it. Could be in the past that you did make that sacrifice. You like sort of sacrificed your vision. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Yeah, I do get the sense that it was in love. And you did finally see this for what it was, or for what it is. And you had to defend yourself. It almost feels like you were kind of pushed into a corner, backed into a corner. And this was the final straw. But the universe is coming in here with this Tower moment in reverse to pull you out of this situation, to say, hey, wake up. We got the Page of Wands. It's a message. It's a communication. Hey, wake up. Got a lot of Wands energy here, a lot of fiery energy. 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Hey, wake up. This could be connected to the thing that makes you feel alive, your passion, your spirit, like your essential spirit. Okay, whoa, wake up call. What is this Hanged One in the Foundation? Let's pull a different deck for this. New perspective, a new way of thinking about things. At the same time, simultaneously, a suspension of belief, which is not a bad thing, to suspend your beliefs, because it lends itself to, excuse me, a re-examination of those ideologies that you've built things upon, like the Tower is built upon an old foundation that must come crumbling down to the ground so that you can have an illuminated perspective. This is in your foundation. There is great power available to you in healing at this time. What is the Hanged One about in the foundation? Also in the position of the body. This person is naked and vulnerable in the forest in the middle of the night with a full moon suspended above them. And they are suspended by their foot from a tree. And a snake is holding them up. A snake is a symbol of healing, shedding a skin, shedding an identity, former identity. This is going to make you feel like celebrating. Mind. Look at that. Whoa. This does feel like Seven of Cups energy when you have so many options in front of you that you can't clarify. You feel scattered and fragmented. So many thoughts just running through your head, like you're steaming with all of these disconnected, fragmented thoughts. Yeah, this situation might have put you in a place like this. There was nothing that you could do except to surrender. Not sacrifice, but surrender. Sometimes people do read the Hanged One as sacrifice. For what it's worth. I don't often read it that way, but sometimes people do. I read it as surrender. Okay. What are you celebrating in the future? What are you taking to the next level? Ooh, beautiful. It's a party. And you are here for it. The time is ripe. And there's a generosity. This is the Queen of Wands in the traditional deck. Again, more Wands energy. The Page of Wands brings a message, brings a wake-up call. And the Queen of Wands emerges. The time is ripe. I feel like the Queen of Wands is you. You are celebrating like your elevation, your own elevation. Whatever this Tower moment was that came in, that you sort of dodged a bullet, you averted a disaster, it has allowed you to like step into more fully who you are, and you're celebrating it. It's like it triggered this divine timing, this ripeness. Taking it to the next level. Huh. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Let's pull a card of advice for you, Cancer, as you navigate these energies in February. Looks pretty good for you. Potential future outcome looks amazing. Does look like you experienced some hardship, like you had to stand up and defend yourself. Ooh, Coyote. There was a trickster in the mix. Huh. Coyote hasn't come out in a long time, and I wondered when he was going to emerge. I was thinking about him the other day. Okay. Let's read about Coyote. 13. 3 and 1 is 4, and you have the 4 of Wands in your future. That's stability. Let's see, where are we at? I'm looking for 13. Trickster. Hold this up for you. There are thousands of myths and stories about Coyote, the great trickster. Many native cultures call Coyote the medicine dog. If you've pulled this card, you can be sure that some kind of medicine is on its way. And it may or may not be to your liking. Whatever the medicine is, good or bad, you can be sure it will make you laugh, maybe even painfully. Yeah, this thing that you averted was some sort of trickster medicine. You can also be sure that Coyote will teach you a lesson about yourself. Coyote has many magical powers, but they do not always work in his favor. His own trickery fools him. He is the master trickster who tricks himself. No one is more astonished than Coyote at the outcome of his own tricks. He falls into his own trap, and yet he somehow manages to survive. He may be banged and bruised by the experience, but he soon goes on his way to even greater error, forgetting to learn from his mistakes. He may have lost the battle, but he is never beaten. Coyote is sacred. In the folly of his acts, we see our own foolishness. As Coyote moves from one disaster to the next, he refines the art of self-sabotage to sheer perfection. No one can blindly do themselves or others in with more grace and ease than this holy trickster. Coyote takes himself so seriously at times that he cannot see the obvious. For example, the steamroller that is about to run him over. That is why, when it hits him, he still can't believe it. Was that really a steamroller? I better go look, he says, and he is run over once more. Contained within the trickster medicine is the humor of the ages. The cosmic joke is not just on ourselves, but on everyone else if they are following coyote or have strong coyote medicine. Someone like this may be able to convince others that a skunk smells like roses, but the fact remains that it's still a skunk. I feel like somebody in your past here with the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse, showed up with this trickster energy, right? Acting like one thing, revealing themselves to be another. And you, instead of getting steamrolled, following the coyote, recognized this person for who they were, the situation for what it was, stood up, guarded yourself. Okay. Snooze time is over if you've pulled the coyote medicine card. Watch out. Your glass house may crash to the ground at any moment. All your self-mirrors may shatter. The divine trickster is dogging you and you may trip. Coyote scratches under his arm. He does a crazy dance. He catches his tail on fire playing with matches. He jumps in the fish pond to save himself and nearly drowns. Coyote seduces a concrete statue. Coyote thinks he has found a bone, but it's a rattlesnake. Everyone watches the comedic scene. Coyote is you, me, booby traps, jet airplanes with toilets that don't work, blind dates, and all the humorous and whimsical things we encounter along life's way. Get ready for more of the laughs, lots more. Go immediately beneath the surface of your experiences and ask yourself what you are really doing and why. Is coyote your medicine? Are you playing jokes on yourself? Are you trying to fool an adversary? Is someone tricking you? Do you want to give the office geek the phone number of the beautiful new secretary, or do you want to pull a boner on your best friend? When was the last time you did something just because it was crazy and fun? This person might have been pretty fun, also foolish. Okay. All right. So that is your card of guidance, your card of advice. It seems like somebody came in with this type of coyote trickster energy or a situation or something like this that you recognized and sidestepped. They were acting, you know, like one thing, presenting themselves in one way, but you saw through. It could have been a sacrifice for you, or it could have been a decision to no longer sacrifice. There's a new perspective on the horizon for you, Cancer. A suspension of your former belief system in your foundation. A clarification process, a purification process for you. And in the future, there's a celebration with this Queen of Wands energy, which could be you, could be somebody coming in from the outside, but you are here for it and you are ripe for it. The time is now. There's an elevation, a graduation, a taking something to the next level here in the future. This was a divine lesson. And you responded, you saw through it, and you averted disaster. Cancer, congratulations. If this reading resonated with you, hit the like button. Also, leave a comment below. I'm really curious to know what this situation was for you. I'd love to connect with you around it. All right, I'm wishing you the best in February. Take good care.